Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value.
Go.
It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
Solar Homes rebates are still available. Google Keppel Prince Solar.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
14 degrees in Melbourne, a few showers tomorrow, a top of 15. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. Australia's energy ministers have agreed to a series of reforms to guarantee electricity supply. The market operator will be given extra power to intervene in the event of further gas shortages. Certain transmission lines will also be declared of national significance. Federal Energy Minister Chris Bowen says the measures will make sure the lights stay on.
So we've all agreed to keep working on the right framework. There's been lots of advice given to the Energy Security Board, which we'll take into account and work through. Ministers will make further decisions in December, but we're proceeding with that work at pace.
The Andrews government is again on the attack over the Liberals' donor rort scandal. Dennis O'Kane has the latest.
The electoral watchdog has asked opposition leader Matthew Guy to hand over documents relating to his former Chief of Staff, Mitch Catlin, when he emailed a Liberal donor seeking to top up his marketing business in $100,000 payments. The contract was never signed, with Mr. Catlin resigning after news of the email leaked out. Mr. Guy says he did not advise Mr. Catlin to write up the contract. As for the Electoral Commission request, he'll cooperate. Government Services Minister Danny Pearson keeping up the pressure.
Since November the 25th, 2018, when these electoral laws came into force, has any member of the opposition staff been paid for by an undeclared source?
Earlier in the day, that very question was put to Mr. Guy.
You wouldn't expect me to advance something that was wrong, and we didn't.
Dennis O'Kane, 9 News.
The Premier has thanked Ken Lay on 5 decades of public service following the former Police Chief Commissioner's decision to step down from his public sector board commitments. Mr. Lay will finish as Chair of Forensics Care and Ambulance Victoria on August 25. He'll continue to work on the report into the location of the state's second medically supervised injecting facility. Tributes have been pouring in for 19-year-old Noah Peacock, who was killed in a hit-run crash in South Gippsland yesterday. 25-year-old man from Hampton Park is accused of fleeing the scene and remains under police guard in hospital. Penelope Lurch reports.
I've recently spoken with his family, his parents and brothers, describing him as loyal, with a heart of gold, inspirational in the things he would do for his friends and a rock for their family. Yesterday afternoon, the 19-year-old second-year apprentice Glazier was driving to footy training when he was involved in a head-on collision on the South Gippsland Highway at Jetho, where his silver Ford was pushed off the road. A white Ford Falcon was also involved in the collision. The driver of that car, a 25-year-old from Hampton Park, trying to flee, running through blackberries and thick bush on a neighbouring property. He was chased by 2 men who had pulled over to try and help, and later arrested by police, flown to the Royal Melbourne Hospital, where he remains under police guard.
Year 12 students who are at Colmont School at Kilmore will have the opportunity to enrol at Ivanhoe Grammar after their school went into administration last month. An arrangement is also being made for various schools to allow the transition of the current Year 11 and 12 international students. In finance news, the share market down 44 points at the close, the dollar buying 71.16 US cents.
Sam Groves knows the Hamilton property market. Call Sam at Groves Real Estate.
Carlton skipper Patrick Cripps has expressed relief after his 2-match suspension for rough conduct was overturned by the AFL Appeals Board last night.
The legal team did a great job, so it's been a big week. You just don't know what to expect when you get to that position, but I was just tuning in, listening at home on the couch and, hoping for the best, but I was pumped when they said, like I said, I love playing, especially with 2 rounds to go. I want to be out there with the boys.
The AFL has suggested the ruling could prompt changes to the regulations or tribunal procedures at the the end of the season. North Melbourne development coach Brent Harvey has hinted Jason Horne-Francis was dropped this week due to subpar preparation, and Devon Smith has called time on his AFL career. It's 5:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
It's hard to believe that some people buy beds out of town. Makes you wonder if they've ever been to Beds. And if they know how good the staff are and the time they spend making their customers happy, shopping elsewhere is a bit silly, really. Beds of Portland. Mix FM's Business of the Month.
Mix FM,
your official emergency broadcaster.
So if you're hitting the open road on your next outdoor adventure,
Mix FM weather.
taking pride in a job well done.
Grampians Livestock and Real Estate, property consultant for Portland and surrounds.
Cloudy for the rest of your Friday, with winds becoming lighter and an overnight low of 6 degrees. There'll be cloud about tomorrow with a very high chance of showers in the morning in Arvo, a max of 14. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a chance of morning fog and more rain, a top of 14 again. And Monday will be cloudy with showers and 30k winds, heading for a high of 13. Tomorrow looking at a top of 14 for Hamilton and 15 for Warrnambool, Portland and the coast.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your kitchen appliance specialist.
Right now it's 12 degrees.